Hello mga kasubs and welcome to Sarsicles TV. You have me, Mark. Today, it's actually a Monday morning here, and this video is quite fresh because I'll be uploading it. This will be published a couple of hours from now. So I wasn't able to make any reaction videos over the weekend because, busy. I'm also, trying to build a following in Twitch. So I'm spending quite some time in streaming and stuff. So I'll be doing my best to complete the reaction videos for the entire week. So let's get the ball rolling. Let's start with Akatsuki by BABYMETAL. This was recommended by the following: KDTGrave dash mix covers, RoadRunner, Worak Calb 82, JP Dorato, Egrington 300. Thank you very much for the recommendation. Also, I would like to give my warm thanks for those who are not new to the channel, who have been consistently supporting Sarsicles TV. For those who are new, welcome. Stick around, and show some loving, click that like button, subscribe, and etc. I'll give the details later. So before we begin, so as usual, we're gonna do a link and sync. In the description, you will find the link that I used, that I watched and will be reacting to later on. And for those who do not wish to do that, for those who would like to skip this part where I'll be listening to the music, because there won't be any video playing after this one, you can immediately jump to my reaction because the timestamp as well is on the description box. And let's keep the conversation short and simple because we're about to listen to the song. And again, if you don't like to listen, just skip and go to the reaction part. So without any further delays, let's give this song a go. And that's the end of the song. So let me start my reaction with the end part. So again, I like the way they ended it. You know, full stop with that, with the guitarist making his guitar cry, you know, like crazy, or you know, he made it squeal. Very nice, like that part. Okay, so I jumped to that one because so that I don't have to put it on my notes anymore. Okay. So this particular performance is a solo by Sue. Um, I remember in my previous reaction videos, I watched as well, you know, the Black Baby Metal, and then someone in the comments said that, you know, there are several performances where the trio or the duo, should I say, have split. You know, they have their performances just so that they can also use that time for them to have a quick break in between, you know, in between songs. So I'm not really sure how long an actual baby metal concert, but you know, any typical concert would last, you know, probably a good hour or maybe more. You know, really depends on the type of concert, but um, let's start with the intro. You know, I thought that because it's a solo, and I remember, you know, if I remember correctly, I did watch a performance where the song was not metal at all. So it's purely, you know, some sort of a love song or a ballad, something to that effect. And so that was my expectation when the music kicked in, when the piano kicked in. But all of a sudden, after a few seconds, here comes the kami band and made it into metal, you know, and it's quite a you know, a pleasant surprise. Also, another thing that surprised me is the unusual drum beat. If I am to filter out everything and just listen specifically to the drums and not look at the video, I would not know. I would not have identified the drummer as the drummer of from Baby Metal, of the Kami band, because it's totally different. It's somewhat like a you know, the way he combined the snare strike and the double bass, something like that, which is very different from his other drum parts in other songs. What is prevalent is the consistent double bass, but because of the way he inserted the snare and combining it with, you know, with the other parts of the drums, it's totally different. Very, I wouldn't really identify him as a better, you know, the drummer from Baby Metal if I were not looking at the video. Let's go to Sue's singing and performance, her stage presence. You know, I like the you know, her attitude on the stage. You know, the visual, you know, the you know, the body language, and you know, those sharp eyes. You know, very pointed, very, you know, very focused. It's like it's piercing through you, even when she's performing in front of a crowd. You can feel that when she looks at the audience, you feel like she's looking at each and every one of the audience, on the, you know, people in the audience. Very you know, very expressive eyes. Another thing that I like is the alternating leads. You know, that's one of the good things when you have very talented guitarists. Usually, when, you know, a typical band will have a rhythm, they'll have a lead, two separate roles. With these guys, you know, any of the two can play lead, standalone lead, because they're both equally talented. And the way they play their leads are very distinct. They have their own characteristics. That's why when you put them together and they either regardless if they play in harmony or they take turns, it really sounds very pleasant. I also like the aggressive guitar, that V-shaped ESP with the inverted shark tooth inlays and the inverted headstock. Here in the Philippines, when you have that kind of guitar, those nice looking guitars, the expectation of the people would be, oh, this guy is good because he has a very cool looking guitar. So expectation is very high. That's why when I picked my guitar, that's one of my considerations as well. I want it to be, somewhere in the middle. It looks good, but it does not raise too much expectation because I'm not really I'm not that good in terms of playing guitars. I just know how to play. Another thing that is surprising is the Strat look. I know it's not a Strat, but it's a Strat looking guitar because it has the similar pick guard, but like the color choice of color, glittery pink. The sound is surprisingly different because I know it's not a that common concept, that perception that when you see a Strat looking guitar, it's gonna sound like a Strat. It's totally different because the sound is it's round compared to a typical Strat, which is bright. So my guess is it has something to do with the type of pickup. It's more fuzzier. Yeah, I think that's the word I'm looking for compared to a typical Strat. So what I'm trying to say is it's nice sounding. And it's surprising because of the the perception that it's gonna sound like a Strat. Anyway, one last thing I'd like to highlight, or I'd like to notice, is somewhere at 4 minutes 36, there was that sweet bass line again. The bass never ceased to fail. I mean, it never ceased to amaze me, because I would in every song there you are focused with the drums, the guitars, the vocals, and then all of a sudden you will hear that the bass suddenly comes in. It really makes you smile. It really brightens your day when you hear those parts. Very short but very sweet. And basically that's my reaction to this song. I hope you guys like it. Show some loving by clicking like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you think, if I missed anything, and I really love to hear a good story. So let me know what's the story behind the song, the background of the how it came to be. Also tell your family and friends about the Sarsicles TV. If you want me to listen to another baby metal song, put it in the comments. Any other band, do the same. Stay safe, guys, and I'll see you on the next video.